It's kind of a response video to Great Text, or something he said anyway, so I'll play part of his video. And I'm also going to try out this new video format thing, and I guess I'll start posting some kind of images over there, I guess, I don't know, wherever. You know, I'll start with some of the banned, you know, the ones that YouTube banned, just to remind them that they suck. And then I'll just, whatever, I'll probably use some sort of identifying images or words or videos. I don't know what I'll play in the extra space we have. Something to entertain the eyes, I suppose. But anyway, whatever. Alright, so we're on the subject of, you know, is there a truth here somewhere? Is there any way, can we draw any conclusions? I mean, Great Text just plays this game as if there's nothing we know, you know, that everything has to be open for discussion, and somehow, you know, we've crossed some kind of line if we dare to say water's wet. It's just such bullshit.
The problem that I have is when people go to either one of these two extremes, certainty and doubt. Because there's people that are absolutely certain about their model of the universe.
No, it's not that they have to be absolutely certain. It's that they've reached they've decided that there's conclusive evidence. I mean, you know, there's a difference between certainty and conclusion. You have enough evidence to draw a conclusion. And all these damn fence walkers are going to get the human race nowhere. I mean, you can have an argument with somebody who's fundamentally wrong. You can't argue with somebody who's fundamentally indecisive.
How accurate. The thing that they think it's not even a model. They think it is reality. Okay?
Well, look, when the model's good enough, it's a reality. That's right. Okay? When you know some things, when the evidence is in, okay, it's like a court case or something, okay? There's a point where you have enough evidence to say, yes, the motherfucker did it.
Arrogance of that certainty perpetuates ignorance. Because new information comes in that calls their model of reality into doubt.
Yeah, well, you don't give any examples of who you're talking about, all right? We've seen the examples of people who've been unpersuaded by the new information, all right? So I would agree, yes, the people who are certain about their idiotic God stories, their stories told by people who couldn't build outhouses, yeah, okay, those people need to let go of that certainty bullshit and use a little bit of rationality. But if your implication is, which I think it is, that we can't believe Charles Darwin until somebody produces the videotape of the 2 billion or 4 billion years, fuck you.
That questions their model of reality, and they have to ignore that new information. They have to ignore that observation.
Yeah, again, what are you talking about? Why don't you give specific examples of this ignoring? Who's ignoring what, so then we can all wag our finger at that person instead of wagging this general finger at nothing? Why don't you make a video with a specific point for a change?
Because they are certain that their model is perfect. And we're an imperfect species.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's not about being perfect. It's about being good fucking enough to draw rational conclusions.
We're an imperfect. We have imperfect senses, imperfect, you know, thinking skills, imperfect beings.
Yeah, whatever. But we have actually pretty precise instruments. Okay, we have pretty precise technology. All right, pretty reliable, pretty dependable, pretty close enough to goddamn perfect. And some of our conclusions can be defined as yes, okay, that's it. There's nothing else, there's nothing to add on. We can make this statement. It's safe to make the statement. We have information now. Assholes like you will wait until the end of fucking time, because you're going to wait until every single bit of evidence is in, and there's no way to collect it all.
So how can we make something that is perfect? We cannot. I think that the balance that exists between certainty and doubt is too much swayed towards the feeling of certainty, and that's all it is, just a feeling.
Yeah, whatever. It's not a feeling. It's a rational perception, okay? It's what the brain does. It reasons. It wants to draw conclusions. And as long as that's done carefully and responsibly, there's nothing wrong with doing that.
I feel that there needs to be more doubt injected into this system. I feel that anybody who feels that their model of the universe is perfect is ignorant.
Yeah, well, that's just a super straw man, isn't it? I mean, who's arguing they have a perfect model? Who the fuck's doing that? Jerk.
I feel that psychologically, if you want to strive towards improving your model of reality, if you want to move away from the ignorant animal you were born, you have to accept that your perception of reality is imperfect.
No, why don't we just accept our limitations, but also recognize our accomplishments? Why don't we do something rational instead of something stupid, using your stupid jargon, your stupid framework that has nothing to do with any real-world circumstance?
Okay. It's a motivational factor. Okay, between a balance that exists between crippling doubt and lazy, arrogant certainty. There has to be a balance there.
Yeah, whatever. There's no such thing, okay? Your balance is all dependent on where you draw this arbitrary line, all right? And I think rational people can collectively agree that there's certain evidence that is conclusive, all right? And it's only some kind of idiot, some kind of fucktarded, person that's going to mistrial the trial or hang the jury because they have some kind of wacky notion, that's what your middle line ends up being. It's just some whack job who is indecisive and useless to the human race.
And if you're on either extreme, you just won't accomplish anything.
Yeah, but like I said, give an example. Point out examples of these extremes so we can have something to agree or disagree with. I mean, it's just an idiotic conversation to talk about this in some generality that doesn't have anything to do with the real fucking world.
You won't be living a full life, and your ideas and the things that you believe in will be completely inaccurate.
Yeah, give examples again. Examples. You and your full life crap. Who the fuck are you to decide what a full life is? Maybe a delusion is going to allow you to have a fuller life than a non-delusion anyway. I mean, reality might completely be fucktarded and idiotic. So maybe there's no fucking way to live a full life and have a rational one too. I mean, maybe there's no way to rationally have a full life in a crazy, insane asylum. Maybe the only way to be a full lifey in the nut house is to be a nut. What if that's the dilemma we're in, butthole?
Completely inaccurate models of reality. Unfinished, as they all are anyway.
Yeah, well, when are they finished? Why don't you just give an example? Is Darwin finished? Is the natural selection pretty much finished? Or are we still holding out for the golden unicorn that invented it all? Come on, damn it. Damn fucking phone.
Inadequate or completely arrogant and lazy and ignorant.
Yeah, well, again, name names, would you please?
There's got to be a balance in there. And if there's someone...
What, with the gray text balance, is that it? The gray text has the perfect perspective? Is that what you're saying? Gray text knows where the perfect balance is? The imperfectly perfect balance? Shit.
It's a member of those two extremes. There's no point in debating anything with them. Unless they can accept. That's a prerequisite for debate. Can you accept that your model of reality is not perfect? That it is just...
Yeah, whatever. Again, it's not about that. And who's arguing perfection? The argument is do we have enough evidence to draw reasonable conclusions?
The model of reality, and it isn't reality itself. And if somebody can accept that when entering into a debate with you...
Well, why would you bother debating with people that can't draw any conclusions? And what's the point? You've decided, oh, well, let's all decide not to draw a conclusion and we'll debate. What the fucking's point? There's no point in debating non-conclusions.
You can debate with that person. You can change the weighing factor of different variables. You can come to a greater understanding of the universe yourself.
Ah, it's greater understanding to have no understanding. Is that it? Yeah, so if we don't define what anything is, the understanding is greater because everything's still a mystery, right? Or some kind of crap like that? Bullshit.
But if you're debating with someone that can't do that, you will gain nothing.
Whatever. Debating over non-conclusions is pointless. So anyway, look, this is all relates to Matt and Greatex and whatever, all this bullshit, all this ambiguous crap. Like, we don't know what science tells us. We don't know the damn truth of our existence. Well, we goddamn know. We came from goddamn a swamp. All right, we're the product of a reproducing DNA molecule, a piece of chemistry. Okay, that has one mission, collectively: consumption, reproduction. Period. Nothing else. All right, that's what invented us. That's what built us. That's what contrived us. However you want to describe it, that's what we fucking are. We're desire machines. All right, that's the fact we have to deal with. That has been conclusively demonstrated by the evidence.